Hello and welcome to Derek Toro's presentation for BUAD 2200. We're going to go around the table right quick and we are going to introduce all of our guests today.
Hi,
All right, and you are?
Carrie Greer,
All right, and your title is?
Director of Operations.
All right, thank you.
Amanda Andrews, Inventory and Logistics Coordinator.
Thank you.
I'm Jeff Greer. I'm Manager of Device and SIM Tech Services.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to first of all thank you for attending this presentation. It really means a lot to me that you've taken the time out of your day to come in and listen to this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off by asking a question. How many times have you guys ever walked into your cell phone carrier store and saw the wall of phones and thought, oh my gosh, what is this? What is the right one for me? What's also going to be good for my kids? So today we're going to answer that question for you. It's kind of like asking someone, well, what's better, Pepsi or Coke? Or what is better, Ford or Chevy? We don't know. Today we're going to put some facts down for you so that way you can decide for yourself with the information here what is going to be best for you. So first up, I want to tell you that there was a little bit of research that took place to get this information. There were 2 interviews done with 2 very reputable employees from a carrier here in central Louisiana that gave some great information about what families with children may want in their cell phones. Also, we conducted some research with YouTube for drop testing that we'll go over later, as well as some other internet avenues to do that. So, first thing is, when buying a cell phone, it's not going to be for one person. I don't know how many times you guys have done as what I have, where we are trying to appease the kids, and we just throw the phone back there and say, play your game, do what you need to do, just to keep them quiet. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at who are all these people that we're going to buy for. So the first person that we're going to look at is the amateur professional photographer. We're going to go into that here in a second, as well as the Netflix bingers and Minecraft gamers, the Iron Man device users, the hoarders, and the cross-country travelers. That, from what our interview had, shows those are the 5 biggest things that families that have children look for when they buy cell phones. So the basics. We're going to cover 3 high-end phones that come from 3 different competitors, so that way we can decide which is going to be the best. The first is going to be the LG G5. It retails out at $688.99. It has a 1-year manufacturer's limited warranty. The next is going to be Apple's iPhone 6s, which retails at $649.99, also with a 1-year manufacturer's limited warranty. And then the Samsung Galaxy S7. That one is retailed at $649.99, also with the 1-year manufacturer's limited warranty. So the first category that we're going to touch is the amateur professional photographer. This is going to be for not just the parents, but the children who love to take pictures. That is probably the top feature that both of our interviews said that people wanted. Cameras can be used for taking keepsakes, video chatting, and also taking embarrassing photos to show when your children turn into teenagers. The biggest thing to start off with is, what is a megapixel? Everyone hears X amount of megapixels. So what are those? If you look at it, those are the tiny little dots that make up every picture. The higher the number, the more the dots, and the greater the video quality. So let's start our challenge. The first one is going to be the LG G5. This one comes with a 16 megapixel back camera and an 8 megapixel front camera. The relevance for the front camera's megapixels is for people who are the selfie queens, who like to take those different backgrounds every which way. This is for them. The iPhone 6 is a 12 megapixel back camera and a 5 megapixel front camera, and the Galaxy S7 has a 12 megapixel back camera and a 5 megapixel front camera. So with the higher megapixels, the LG G5 takes the prize for the camera. So the next category is going to be the Netflix binger and the Minecraft gamer. Screen size is going to be important in this category because children love to play their games. They love to watch their movies, as well as most parents that come from the gaming age. You can stream media from different avenues like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and they can appease the wildest of kids on any kind of journey that you may go. There are games that people play of all ages like Minecraft, Solitaire, and Candy Crush. And also those big screens make it easier for some of the visually impaired to see things like text, post on their social media, and do the GPS maps whenever they travel. One of the main keys that we're going to also look at is durability when accidents happen. We're going to look at Corning Gorilla Glass versus ion strengthened as we go through our checklist. So the first one up to the table is going to be the LG G5 again. It comes with a 5.3 inch screen and with the Corning Gorilla Glass on it. The second one is the iPhone with its 4.7 inch screen and an ion strengthened glass. Now a little bit of difference is the ion strengthened glass versus the Corning Gorilla Glass. There were drop tests done, found on YouTube, so no cell phones were harmed in the filming of this video or in this interview process, but the Corning Gorilla Glass did have better durability at the waist level of a drop, the head level of a drop, and also the 10-foot drop. So just so that way we kind of have an understanding of what the difference is between Corning and ion strengthened. And the final one was the Galaxy S7 with the 5.1 inch and the Corning Gorilla Glass. So as far as our screen display size, durability, the winner is going to be the LG G5. The third category is the Iron Man user. Battery life is one of the biggest things that everyone, no matter what age that you are, needs to have for your device. If it's not working, you can't make calls, you can't watch your videos, and you can't appease the kids whenever you're going places. So that is a very big issue. Also, if you're in an emergency and your battery's dead, that just makes it even more dangerous. So we're going to use talk time as our reference for this category, as well as is the battery removable. So the first one that comes up again is going to be the LG G5. You have 20 hours of talk time, and this one comes with a removable battery. The iPhone 6s has only 14 hours of talk time and a non-removable battery, so you cannot replace it at all. And the Galaxy S7 has a 22-hour talk time and non-removable battery. Looking at this category, even though the S7 does have 2 extra hours of talk time, the LG will take this prize because it has a removable battery and it is replaceable. So LG does a good job of selling a separate battery and case that can go with it. And so that way, within 3 seconds, you've replaced that battery and you have an additional 20 hours of talk time. So with that, again, the LG takes the prize. The fourth category is the hoarders. When you think of this, you think of the TV show where someone goes in someone else's house and there is stuff everywhere. Well, people nowadays, and as well as their children, do this with their cell phones. Thousands of photos and videos, thousands of music, songs and different music videos. You can also download your movie and TV shows direct from Google Play, the App Store, and watch them later. And many people have to have Candy Crush saved to their phone so they don't lose their 492nd level that they are currently on. The biggest thing to me is keepsakes. You don't want to lose those. And so moving forward, the LG G5 has a 32 gigabyte internal memory, but it also can take an SD card that can expand that an extra 256 gigabytes. The iPhone 6s can either come with a 16 gigabyte internal memory, 64 or 128 gigabyte memory. Unfortunately, this one does not have expandable memory. The final one is the Galaxy S7. You can buy that one with 32 gigabytes of internal data or 64, and it comes with its own expandable slot of 256 gigabytes. One thing that is interesting though is that if you buy this phone as a duo SIM, meaning it can take 2 SIM cards, that second slot can then be used as an additional spot for another 256 gigabytes, giving you a grand total of 512 expandable gigabytes of memory. So with that, the hoarders category goes to the Galaxy S7. The final category is going to be the cross-country travelers. Not everybody uses the same carrier or service, and so this has to be taken into consideration because you don't want to buy a phone that's not going to work on your particular carrier. There are 5 different networks that are used by all kinds of different carriers across the nation. Those consist of GSM, CDMA, HSPA, EVDO, and LTE. So what this category is going to look at is who covers the most ground on all 5 of those categories. The first one is going to be the LG G5. The networks that those can be used on is GSM, CDMA, HSPA, and LTE. The second one is the iPhone, and that one can be used on GSM, CDMA, HSPA, EVDO, and LTE. And then the third one, the Galaxy S7, that one can work best on GSM, HSPA, and LTE. So the cross-country travelers category goes to the iPhone because that one carries the most versatility through the different networks and carriers. So a quick review, going back through those 5 categories, we looked at camera, screen size and durability, battery life, storage, and network versatility and capabilities. The LG G5 took the camera with the 16 megapixel back camera and 8 megapixel front. It also took the screen size and durability with a 5.3 inch screen with Corning Gorilla Glass. And the battery life category it also won because of its 20 hours of battery life talk time as well as the replaceable battery. The Samsung S7 took the storage category because of its massive ability to take up to 512 gigabytes of data. And network capabilities went to the iPhone 6 with the 5 categories of networks that it could travel across. At this time, I'd like to make the recommendation that the LG G5 would be the best phone for families that have children. The screen size, again, the camera, the battery, all those things were first place categories. And even in the second place categories of storage and versatility, it narrowly lost. And with these results, we can see which one is going to be the best family and children-friendly smartphone, the LG G5. Thank you.